Not bad, same way, man.
It's always good when a mad Viking gets on the road near the drop.
Welcome to the Angliru.
First mile's been pretty gentle, but I think we're now coming to a bit of a tasty bit. But all the action really doesn't come to we're well over halfway. There's a long way before we get to that. So we'll see.
As part of my mission to cycle all the climbs in my top Trump cycling climbs pack, I decided I need to tick off the hardest ones while I'm still able. Therefore, I've come to Spain to tackle the fearsome Angliru.
So less than 1,000 metres of climbing left to go. Less than 9k. Still been fairly doable. Haven't had to stop so far in the 5k I've done. But I think it's just toying with us at the moment. It's certainly hard work. You find this difficult, whatever, but knowing what's to come, it's a little butterfly in your tummy.
The Alto de la Angliru is tucked away in the lush green mountains of the Asturias region of northern Spain, 20 kilometres south of Oviedo and 35 kilometres from the Bay of Biscay.
7k from here. I think this is what most people consider the start of the proper climb. We've done the 3 and 4 miles to here, so about halfway, but the first half was nothing to what we've got to come. Already in the easiest gear, and it's going to be a hell of a grind from here.
The Angliru climb is 12.5 kilometres long with an average gradient of 10%, but that doesn't tell the whole story. The lower slopes are steady, as I've already found out, but the final 6 kilometres are brutally steep with long ramps over 20% and a maximum gradient of 24%. It's easy to see why it's one of the most feared climbs in professional cycling. So let's see how I get on from here.
This is one of those unfortunate sections where you can see what's coming around the corner. Even the car's struggling to get up down there. But it has to be done. The cows are cheering me on. They can sense greatness. Go for it, cows. Go me.
On the way up, there are signs of doom every kilometre or so, showing you how high up you are and how far from the top. But most importantly, they show the gradient range for the next section.
Right, just over 5k to go. According to the board, next kilometre minimum is 10.5%, peaking at 21%. It's not often you look forward to a 10.5% section on a climb, but this seems to be one of them. And there's some thunder and lightning in the air, so that's not the prettiest climb yet, but unfortunately there's still another 653 metres to go climbing, and this is the most depressing thing. It doesn't come out on the camera, but this is just straight up. At least when there's a corner, there's always hope. It flattens off around the corner.
I had now reached the legendary steep part of the climb, or the 3 rest section as I called it. This is where the real fun begins.
Up again on this super steep bit.
So while you watch me suffering, a quick bit of cycling history. First used in 1999, the organisers of the Volta a España wanted to climb to match the Giro's Monte Monkeys on Colon and the Tours Alpe d'Huez, and they certainly found it here. Since then it's featured in the Volta 9 times, with its brutal slopes aside in general classifications. Riders like M&A, Contador and Roglic have all conquered the Angliru, adding their names to its history. It's going to be used again in the 2025 race, where maybe Crusader could be added to the list of winners, or maybe not.
Right, last mile, apparently. Top of that really 3 rest steep bit for now. It's still 14% to the top. That sounds lovely. There's still the weatherboard to tell us how steep it is. It's gone. That's probably not to put you off. Oh, this looks hell. Beautiful views now there. Take it all back. I think it's 1, 2, 3 more hairpins. Another board. Let's see what that says. We'll get there in about 10 minutes. Looks a bit flatter. I can do this bit. It's what's around the corner. That's what's going to count. Oh. That's not very nice. Get around this corner. See what we've got left. Steep. Viking on the road.
More help in there.
Is this the top?
Yes, you have to carry on 1 kilometer.
1 kilometer?
Yeah, but it's just catch your breath here.
Right, we better get to the official top. But in terms of the climb, I think that's basically done.
As you watch me cruise down to the official car park finish, let's review the stats. According to Strava, Sepp Kuss is the quickest up in 43 minutes and 5 seconds at an 11.1 mile per hour average, which is barely an hour and a bit quicker than me and my average of 4.1 miles per hour. But to be fair, he didn't stop to take photos or talk to the cows on the way up. But most impressively, it puts me in the top 80% of Strava riders who have ever climbed the Angliru. Equally impressive were the junior Crusaders, Peter and George.
Well done.
They're not regular cyclists, but they still made it up the climb. Sure, they had a 90-minute head start, but it does put my achievement into perspective. The climb was part of an excellent trip to the Picos in Spain run by Mammut Tours, so big thumbs up to them. The Angliru climbed.